Alright, come after me, you big son of a bitch. I guess we're rolling here. How's it going, guys? This is Dead Exposure, and today I'm going to show you some easy tips on how to take out a Black Titan. It was misleading when I said easy because it's not, but regardless, this is what you want to use when you're fighting this thing. First method right off the bat is, hey, use backtracking. Backtracking is where, quite simply, you run backwards. The Black Titan does not have the highest reach. That being said, you're going to need drugs, probably max agility, and max endurance before you even think about taking this guy on. Now, it can be done without max agility and endurance, but if you want to follow these steps exactly, just do it, okay? Level up, and you should be good, because this boss is really meant for higher level players. Aside from that, running backwards, you don't want to circle, because, believe it or not, his reach is more deadly when you circle. If you look, if you look right here, he kind of does a waving gesture. That waving gesture has a wider area when you circle. Now, this is the biggest part, and I want to bring it up. Most important thing about backtracking is looking behind you. Don't look at the Black Titan. Look behind you at every chance you get. As long as you're looking behind you, you can make sure you're not going to run into a damn Zed. You're not going to run into a light post. Can't tell you how many times I ran into a light post and had a new asshole torn. And you're not going to run into a car. Also, you can reinforce that by checking the top right of your mini-map, top right corner. Just you can check that out and see ahead of time if you're gonna, if a car's coming up, there's debris coming up. I'm working on a pretty, I guess, populated map with a whole bunch of junk in my way, and I'm using that mini-map mainly. Also, while I'm fighting this guy, I'm making sure my energy is kept up around 50% and getting onto aggro. If you run fast enough, and I mean when you run around the block, you're not going to run into any aggro after a while. So movement is life. If you keep moving, the aggro will disappear. Now, if you stop moving for who knows, maybe 30 seconds, when I say stop moving, you go to the top right, top left of the corner and you start circling this bastard, they're going to come in hordes. So to avoid that, follow the square of every block. Alright, stick to the main roads, don't go into alleyways, don't go into the middle of the map. Trust me, you're safer just backtracking on the main roads. In the end, all this fight comes down to is looking out for shit behind you that you may run into. As long as you can avoid that, you should be fine. Now I'm using a heavy machine gun, so what I do recommend is bringing at least 5,000 bullets and whatever ammunition for whatever gun you're using. Now obviously if you're using a rifle, it's more realistic to have 2,000 rounds, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. Or, no, I totally messed that up. Safe than sorry. And really, you guys, it's possible to do this without drugs, but since this video is kind of for, guys starting out this, lower levels, starting out their first Black Titan kill, bite the bullet, get the drugs. Chances are it's going to be worth it because this thing gives a hell of a lot of experience when it dies. You'll probably get some good loot that's worth the 7 credits that you're going to dish out for a speed boost. You don't need a damage boost, but you're going to need a speed boost. Also, it's highly recommended that you have some good armor. At least Exterminator Reactive XT. Anything up from there. Nothing below it. Because I haven't really heard of anybody... oh, by the way, don't do what I just did right there. I haven't heard of anybody surviving a fight or getting hit wearing anything lower than an XT and not dying. You see, one hit from this thing, and it will kill you if you don't have max endurance and at least an armor that absorbs 85 to 90% damage absorption. Now he's getting all beat up. I just toasted his ass. This fight's wrapped up. And I don't have to deal with aggro. And see, Exterminator reacted. Not a bad loot. And that is well worth the money I spent on my speed boost, okay? So, I made a profit. I also got a shit ton of experience. Not that I needed, haha. But yeah, you see, it's an easy thing as long as you follow my rules to the exact. Now, aside from that, you guys just need to get past the intimidation factor. I know it can be hard at first. I was getting pwned left and right when I first started fighting these things, because I was pissing my pants. I needed new underwear. But, you get your feet wet, and eventually it just comes naturally. I wasn't really breaking sweat during this fight. I mean, hell, I was giving a commentary on it. But, one last thing. So let's say if I was in the fight right now, and let's say I'm circling that Titan that I just killed. I'm not moving. I'm staying in place. You see how the aggro starts to come? Starts catching up to me? You just want to avoid that, okay? Don't stay in one spot unless you're one of those lucky people to get it caught on a fence, in which case, this video, you don't really need to worry about it, because fence warfare is always fun. It's just, can you get it to the fence? That's the problem. Aside from that, I really hope this video helped you guys out. Good hunting out there, and kick some Black Titan ass for me. I'll see you guys next time.